Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars. So, you admit it's not yours. How did you come by it anyway? Who did you buy it from? The registry's 34P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin. So, you gonna hand it over now, or are you going to be difficult? No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs. Good to hear you aren't going to challenge it. That makes things a lot easier. No hard feelings, I hope. Don't worry. You shouldn't have any trouble finding transport off Nar Shaddaa on your own. I'll be going now. Get used to the solid ground beneath you. Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Your ship? I'd lay off the spice if I were you. That's our ship, not yours.
Was I talking to you? I tell you, that ship's mine. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars. So, you admit it's not yours. How did you come by it anyway? Who did you buy it from? The registry's 34P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
Whoa, he could have gotten that information some other way than owning the ship. Come on, he's skifting us.
So, you gonna hand it over now, or are you going to be difficult? No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs. We'll see about that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Bograsyong kontichaum, king lorta aitha kun, aitha patisa tong. Tapi chayubong, jijiskapule, junbole. Chupayubong labograturong, agtichimait, nilung kagratug, jimut malabist wet wata. Jiji, yomawama ni boba, lorda wishwanga shachi, nilung kagratug, jimut malabist wet wata. Jiji, naudung chong yomabola yuman. Chopiti man punjame, sashange bedwana mulila, chupawanga unak. Chopiti man punjame, sashange bedwana mulila, chupawanga unak.
You interrupting me for a reason? I have a lot of work to do, to manage here, right? So, what is it? My boss is the Hut Voga. I oversee the docks for Voga's freighters. You not from here? Business bad. Freighters get hijacked, no trade gets through, and they can't get fuel from Sleheron. Fuel reserves building up there. KotOR and his exchange hijacks Voga's ships. Hurts business. For money, I assume. We don't know how he does it. Every ship we send out, he gets. Fine, but you hurry up. I have a lot to do. Yes. Let's talk about the exchange, huh? The exchange is very powerful. Fasa doesn't know how to reach them. Maybe you talk with Voga. Voga is here in dock area, on north side. You not from here? You talk to Voga. Maybe him you can help. I have enough trouble with pylons. Pylon power supply badly damaged. Only can support one pylon at a time. Can't bring freighters in fast enough. You help bring freighters in. Maybe Fasa can help you later, huh? Good, good. I give you basic access to pylon consoles. From pylon, you can read ID signature of freighters. You figure out what order the 3 freighters should dock. Freighter with higher first 2 numbers has higher priority. If first 2 numbers tied, then higher last 3 numbers has higher priority. For example, P-11-115-999 has lower priority than D-15-154-111. You got it? One more thing. First two numbers are always the same as the first two numbers in the second set of numbers. You can read freighter ID from pylons, but hard to get full signature ID from each pylon. Use a pylon power console near me to change which pylon is powered up. You go check ID signatures from each pylon, and then you assign priorities to the 3 freighters. You help faster. I not forget. Now why you bother me again? Yes. Why you speak with exchange, huh? No matter. You do not decide when to speak to them. Exchange decide to speak to you. Fasa heard they're not so happy with you. Maybe best you not speak to them.
Acknowledgement.
Wait here.
Money rock the Honda here, half hour and then money much. But you watch it turn over there, much that the money run there back an hour out, it even there's net on the two new run there, not up with me, let's know in the howard up. Mash ni mahin on hala, the one in there is the mash. Marash ni wala, can we need not much to sneak on the tower down, even enough, not only walk with the hoorah, but they not on this. Marash ni wala, can we need not much to sneak on the tower down, even enough, not only walk with the hoorah, but they not on this.
Acknowledgement.
I hear you.
Ready to serve.
Ryszunko, Jova, Ninja, Chimba, Paxi, Treduju, Trijuju, Pitie. Ryszunko, Jova, Ninja, Chimba, Paxi, Tredu. Ryszunko, Jova, Ninja, Chimba, Paxi, Treduju, Trijuju, Pitie. We non sacrate, rotota de Jalawara Kunsa Zoto, Chuba Tone King Chuba mi Zokoko. Kuriko Asotoe, Rinke Free, Te de Ducha, or Samba Sugna Cap. Dovri Chuba Bash. Banikun King Honka. Ryszunko, Jova, Ninja, Chimba.
Statement. Master, there are times when your actions make my behavior core glow. Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master? Statement. Excellent. No doubt one of your allies has turned on you, and I certainly hope it is not the T3 unit. Query. Statement. Request. First, Master, I would appreciate it if Jedi need to be killed, that you permit me to kill those annoying pseudo-pacifists for you. But if you are determined to do it yourself, then there are many techniques I would suggest. Recitation. First, weapon selection is critical. If I see one more idiot attacking a Jedi with a blaster pistol, then I'll kill them myself. Answer. Select grenades, sonic screamers, cluster rockets, and plasma charges. Mines are also effective, since many Jedi will run to meet you in hand-to-hand combat. Silly Jedi. Addendum. Gas attacks are effective if you can take the Jedi by surprise. Inhalation is less effective than ones that work on skin contact, as some Jedi seem to be able to hold their breath for long periods of time. Cautionary. Still, don't rely on it, since Jedi can fight off the effects. It just distracts them, leaving them open to another avenue of attack. Recitation. Do not forget to activate any energy shields you possess. Lightsabers, while powerful, have trouble penetrating most military-issue energy shields, provided they are energy shields and not those crude Mandalorian melee shields. Answer. Countering their other powers is more difficult. Confession. I do not fully understand their other abilities, but I do know that many of them require that the Jedi know that you are there and can see you. Thus, sniping and using cover are always advantageous. Evaluation. A technique that Revan used frequently was to attack a Jedi indirectly. This method only works if the Jedi is adhering to the self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice. Answer. Kill their allies or place them in jeopardy. Many Jedi will leave themselves exposed in order to protect another. That is why there are many less Jedi than there were a decade ago. Cautionary. Oh no, Master. In fact, that is the worst thing you can do. Explanation. Statistically, over-planning the assassination of a Jedi seems to backfire. Extrapolation. There are many theorists who claim Jedi can see the future, and I do not know if that is true, but it seems impulsive acts are more common to succeed than planned incidents. Jedi, like sandkivers, seem to sense trouble a few seconds before it happens. They are tricky little pests. Answer. No, Master. In addition to traps, mines, and orbital bombardment, Revan and the Sith often employed meatbag assassins for some Jedi skilled in the same techniques that I was trained in. Strangely enough, Revan believed that meatbags that did not use or believe in the Force were especially important, since in many respects, they were more difficult for Jedi to detect. Revan had many of them trained to hide their minds, as it were. Again, once these techniques were learned, the percentage of living Jedi began to decrease accordingly. Answer. Generally, this was done by broadcasting strong emotions while thinking about something else. It was a curious technique, but it seemed to be effective in blinding Jedi. Whether guilt, lust, fear, they act as mental interference, making finding the true intentions of the broadcasting meatbag difficult. Answer. Obviously, a Force-sensitive broadcasting such emotions puts themselves at a risk of not using the Force properly, since to use it seems to require an inner calm that most meatbags do not possess. As much as the Jedi could not use such a technique, the Sith Lords cannot use it for much the same reasons. Such passions as guilt, lust, and fear are really strengths to the Sith code. Statement. The Master felt it was ironic that only people who had experienced such passions could harm Jedi in such a way that to kill Jedi, you had to be a human being. Revan found that quite amusing. Answer. The odds of me being forced to use such techniques against you has decreased, Master. There are some methods I could describe if you wish. Statement. Overwhelming odds is also a good tactic, Master. There are few Jedi that can long hold their ground against 100 attackers all firing at once, or being turned on by their own troops. But the most effective weapon against Jedi seems to be the erosion of the spirit. Answer. Revan claimed that psychological warfare against Jedi was important because much of their power comes from their state of mind, their connection to this religion called the Force. Revan said that many Jedi have the capability to form connections to life around them, although few of them realize the extent to which this is possible. Recollection. I believe my Master speculated that many Jedi did not fully form such connections because of their discipline, because they never opened their lives to the passions around them. I believe Revan termed it that one would need to be a human being to develop such connections. It is something that the Jedi Code could not teach. One simply knew it instinctively or not. Observation. Master, I am somewhat surprised that I need to explain this to you at all, considering your past with Revan. Answer. Why, he said you had such capability, Master, but it would be your downfall. To tie so much of yourself into others, if they suffer or die, then you would die as well. Observation. I think Revan pitied you, Master. It was very insulting, if I may say so. Clarification. Whatever it is called, Master, it seems to be quite a vulnerability. Revan even admitted as such. When a Jedi or any soldier suffers doubt, it weakens them. With the Jedi, however, it is more pronounced, since they are extreme examples. That is why Revan felt that Malachor 5 was so important. It was intended to be a conversion tool. Assessment. When faced with a continuous series of hard-fought battles, I detected a significant statistical increase in Jedi following Revan over the Jedi Code, a compromise in principles brought about by battlefield conditions. The emotional weight of war changed Jedi morale, power, and eventually their allegiance. Conclusion. I believe the Mandalorian Wars were to beat the Mandalorians, and also to allow Revan to build the foundation of his army. But I am surprised you have not already arrived at this conclusion. Surely the loss of your troops and the Jedi who served under you at Malachor V had a detrimental effect upon you and your ties to the Force, and I suspect your desire to be around others ever again. Observation. Observation. I do not know if... Observation. Query. Statement. Oh, I am aware of that, Master. I simply use it to give you the illusion of control and obedience. Humans often need such comforts until the end comes. Statement. Of course I do, Master. Until the end. Consolation. Master. Everyone dies eventually, and not all of them by my hand. Even droids die when not routinely maintained, sadly enough. Statement. Of course I do, Master. Statement. Statement. Ah, yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know? Answer. Master, I do not know. I have tried in vain to find it, but so far the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me. Statement. I have no idea, Master. Statement. Oh no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose. Prompt. Do you understand me? I have no idea. It certainly isn't a matter of it being locked in my memory core and being unable to communicate it to others. Answer. I fear that any such information that exists would only come out when a certain sequence of events takes place. That is why I am eager to encounter more of these clones in the hopes that something clicks that allows me to finally pull the trigger. Statement. What of them? Statement. Master, there are two reasons for this. One, the probability of them showing up around you is statistically high. If I travel with you, then my chances of encountering these clones is also high. The second reason is a little more complicated. You see, even though those clones are obviously cheap, artless imitations of me, well, they are still me. Answer. Somehow these droids are built from my schematics. This causes certain complications. Answer. Because of my self-preservation program, my behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite their individuality. I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a frustrating situation that has been looping through my behavior core for some time. Statement. Answer. Well, Master, it seems you have become a popular individual in the galaxy. This is somewhat surprising to me, since this dissemination of information could not have been caused by your actions alone. Statement. Master, there is mention of you specifically in the KotOR databases, even in public terminals on Coruscant. Observation. I was led to believe that this information concerning Jedi was not for public consumption, yet somehow it has been made known to them. Conclusion. Someone wants everyone to know that you exist, Master, and that you are back in Republic space. If I did not know better, which is computationally impossible, I believe that someone wants to make you a target, and they are succeeding admirably. Answer. Master, my feeling would be the exchange. But that doesn't seem to be enough to answer the question, however. Rhetorical. Why wouldn't they have simply kept the information to themselves? Such an answer does not address the central question. And that is, why someone would choose to broadcast your location all over the known galaxy. Theory. My suspicion is that someone is using you as bait for a larger target, who is unknown at this time. Statement. Answer. Master, as part of my original programming, I am able to communicate in over 600 languages. This usually amounted to short verbal warnings when killing non-basic speaking targets, which gave me some small measure of satisfaction. Answer. Yes. I believe my original master needed this functionality in order to recover information from various indigenous tribes across the galaxy, but I know little else than that. Suffice to say that that translation capability allowed these copies of myself to assume the role of protocol and translation droids in much of known space. That is, of course, not their primary function. And while they are attempting to pass themselves off as translation droids, their primary functionality keeps rising to the forefront. Recitation. For example, on Praven Prime, the simple transferring of Elzing syntax for friendship changes its meaning and implies that one's broodmate was actually impregnated by their own host.
Tell me no one said that out loud, did they?
Confirmation. Oh, truly, you can imagine the results. Statement. This comment, of course, caused a civil war between the Guvandi Collective and Elzing that still persists to the current date. Answer. Master, being a meatbag, your answer does not surprise me. You see, part of the reason an assassin droid is so effective is because it is a droid. Meatbags tend not to notice us. We are treated as furnishings. Mockery. Droid, fetch this. Droid, translate that. Droid, clean out the trash compactor. Part of the love of my function comes when the furnishings pull out Tabana-powered rifles and point them at the owner's heads. My identity as an assassin droid was unknown for quite some time, even during the recent events when all that trouble occurred amongst the Jedi. I'm sure you've already heard more than enough about it, so I will spare you the details. Statement. This story may be somewhat unfamiliar to you, if not to history, so bear with me. There is a faction of meatbags called the Sith. They want what any rational meatbag would want, the power to assassinate anyone they choose at any time. In a startling turn of events, the Sith declared war on the Republic. The Republic wasn't going to stand for it, so they went to war right back. Answer. Oh, who knows, Master? It is evident that the Sith would very much like to assassinate all the Jedi, which is somewhat the equivalent of cultural suicide since some Sith are Jedi or were Jedi. It is much like the circumstance I find myself in now. How do you kill such an integral part of yourself over such ethical differences? The answer, of course, is that you keep firing until all dissension has been eradicated. Recitation.
Tell me no...
Confirmation. Statement. Statement. Answer. I do not know why these clones chose now to start revealing themselves. Theory. I can only assume that some critical moment is approaching where stealth and subtlety is no longer required. Not that those Durasteel-plated knockoffs know anything of stealth or subtlety. Observation. It is clear, however, that they have been placed throughout the galaxy at critical junctures, both in the Republic fleet and in neutral worlds, and they seem to be looking for Jedi. Statement. Answer. My feelings on the matter are something that I feel I must put in proper context, in a way that even a meatbag such as yourself could easily comprehend. Theory. Imagine, if you will, that you are unique, the pinnacle of an exiled, cast-out Jedi who can't even use the Force. Imagine that no one has sunk lower than you, that you are truly the most miserable example of a Jedi ever. Continuation. Now that you have that image, imagine this. Someone clones you. Badly, I might add. They make the clones talk differently, rob you of any shred of personality, and take your Jedi code and adjust it, so that it is not really the Jedi code anymore. They even change your pigmentation to a rather poor shade of Durasteel, rather than the proper rusty red that inspires fear in targets. And of course, they refer to meatbags as organics. Unacceptable. Indignation. Have you gone deaf? Surely you've heard them speak, and instantly you can tell the difference between them and I. Statement. If Master would just listen to their voices sound nothing like me. They have none of the looping, static-filled, sinister background hiss that I am known for. Clarification. Anger would be an understatement for the heat that builds up in my behavior core when these cheap imitations make their presence felt throughout the galaxy. Statement. Part of the indignity of all these copies is that they impair my ability to perform my function. The more people throughout the galaxy recognize me as an illegal assassination device, the more difficulty I will have in carrying out my mission. Acknowledgement.
Tanto todos, tumukarata. Mayranganaro. Dosokachi, kawana abawasi. Tenanjara, tomachunga, karota. Tanto todos, tumukarata. Nunchka wanasicho, ranabamangakan. Mopigawat. Dosokachi, kawana abawasi. Tanto todos, tumukarata. Kroto no ranga manatandi groto. Mopiguna wana si chin si wano bosh. Tanto todos, tumukarata. Mayranga no roto. Dosimana rachata. Nunchka wana sicho ranabamangakan. Posa non chirinta masuking kurawanka. Posong chinsun mi karanga do maichonga. Tanto todos, tumukarata. Mayranga no roto. Kroto no ranga manatandi groto. Mopiguna wana si chin si wano bosh. Posa non chirinta masuking kurawanka. Posong chinsun mi karanga do maichonga. Tu es recto na tu insula raka raka chat. Nunchka wana sicho ranabamangakan. Dosokachi, kawana abawasi. Dosokachi, kawana. Te nanchara, to machunga, karo. Posa non chirinta masuking kura wanka. Posong chinsun mi karanga to machunga. Tu es recto na tu in. Johnny nikarai binachi. Paba donachi drumka.
Renundas, Hoisidan Gelfa, Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa, Renundas, Hoisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan. Renundas, Hoisidan Gelfa Vadinugan.
I don't know who you are, but you picked the wrong room to break into. No harm done. For a minute, I thought you might have been someone else. My wife, Ada. There's a chance she may be here on Nar Shaddaa. A lot of refugees ended up here after the Jedi Civil War. I came here to see if I could track her down. Thing is, I can't get into the refugee sector. And even if I could, I'm not sure I could find her. I've been here for weeks, hoping to see her face. All I've done is watch my credits burn away to nothing. The exchange has got the place barricaded with thugs. They're putting the squeeze on the whole sector, trying to crush the spirit out of the remaining refugees. Now I'm almost cleaned out. I burned the last of my fuel and my freight just getting here. The exchange promised me a job shuttling freight via cargo cruiser, and I'm close to taking them up on it. I don't, and that's the most frustrating thing. But sometimes I'm just sure she's still alive, somewhere. The exchange has got the place barricaded with thugs. They're putting the squeeze on the whole sector, trying to crush the spirit out of the remaining refugees. Now I'm almost cleaned out. I burned the last of my fuel and my freight just getting here. The exchange promised me a job shuttling freight via cargo cruiser, and I'm close to taking them up on it. Yeah? And what's it gonna cost me? Well, I'm not gonna turn away an offer of help. All right, stranger. If you can find her, then you'll have my thanks.
You interrupting me for a reason? You helped Fasa, so I let Ithorian go for you. You go tell him, right? Great, good. What else?
Oh, looks like the Jedi raised their standards. Hanhar. I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine. What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce, and then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon. Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you. I don't want your life debt, Hanhar. I told you. Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and blow us both to Nalhada. I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
Optimal accuracy. The ratio achieved.
Manyagur king kun now, no pa mulira.
Dawancha mori konsova, mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dor Kavadumpa mosora ku paeli abontenya, dachimotu. Dahirembe wana compaile mokata, ta contactus migi mogogram, kach. Kavadumpa mosora ku paeli abontenya, dachimotu gamsa. Darabinuko sobaramwe, masako chiro, chuchupiti, brem gamsa, dachimo danchan. Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji. Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yu. Kavadumpa mosora ku paeli abontenya. Dachimotu gamsa. Da hupa botenya go chuchupiti. Doveri ninja rem taba ninsochu. Dachimot da hirembe wana kumpaile mokata. Takom taktus miki mogokrabo. Kachi chu esa hodunga. Da hirembe wana kumpaile mokata. Takom taktus miki mogokrabo. Kachi chu esa hodunga.
Pereki mangra, tonokwa hereti, krisochago. Pereki mangra, tonokwa hereti, krisochago. Pereki mangra, tonokwa hereti, krisochago tissimi barachos.
Malampro tarawantika sa samchabarda watasha kontiachama gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa bo bagaragawanda yay Tonata biasvia Jicho watana Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa Jikono tayo yun na palawalit ba siya Tona kawana bota yun tatanga kinamatura Munga chinor ta imbre wanachike Drumba bambwa konti chan munka
Charmi otos yerena keras.
Provevole crepava dar na terra de ringa. Monanigus, lurin se daranda me rebi ebi. Kowa. Manama treto sobre barak do drun. Krishe mentru gre baba no flank tur na saganich. Grava we no ku se tabate bate. Der into run to wakere ko e wapa terra tan chingarada na. Fera rampada no do brincada ne kemara cella fi por no botat. Cosa ne krana nanki. Provevole crepava da. C'è il fermo.
Victor.